Hello, it's Michelle. So, if you didn't watch the previous video I just made, I'm kind of sick. Got a little cold, and yeah, and I'm gonna answer your questions, and it's gonna take a while, so let's just jump into it. And you know what? You guys sent me so many questions, and I'm really thankful. Thank you so much. I mean, like I love like interacting with you guys and answering your questions and all that. And there's some questions on here I've been like dying to answer for the past week or two. So let's just get down to it. And I'm going to answer all of them. Well, most of them. I mean, there were a lot of repeat questions, but there's a lot. So let's get started. So the first question, and also I didn't kind of write down, and it's so funny. Okay, before I create 100 tangents at once, so I can't look at anything else on my computer while I'm making a video. And I was like, well, how the hell am I supposed to read my questions that I have on a document? So I made a private note on my Facebook, and now I'm reading that on my phone. And ridiculousness. And I didn't get it. Okay, so that's one tangent. And tangent. And then the other thing that I wanted to say was I don't, when I answer questions, and I mean I've only made one other video like this, I don't write down your username, whoever asked the question. I mean, I guess I just like to, I don't want to put a spotlight on people, but I mean, like, should I do that? Like, let me know, because I'd probably love to do more of these kind of videos, and if you guys need me to, like, write that down, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's great. But a lot of these are repeat questions, so I feel like I want to address everybody who asked it. Anyway, how can I meet new friends at the beginning of my transition? Good question. You know, honestly, if you, this is my advice. I mean, people make friends, you know, everybody's different with the way that, you know, they attract people to them. But if you believe in kind of this new identity that you are finding and discovering and, you know, acquiring, and you kind of put that energy out there kind of into the universe, you know, in the world, and you're going to attract people who see that in you. And if you are a little more, you know, as long as you're outgoing, and honestly, here's the thing, if you are going through a gender transition right now, I think you just have to be outgoing. I mean, at first, I understand, you know, you really are kind of, it's an internal thing. You don't want to be too vulnerable. You don't want to put too much of yourself out there. But as you start to get more comfortable and you start to kind of want to interact more with people, because, you know, at first you do feel kind of isolated, and you're kind of in a little cocoon, kind of like brewing a little bit, like getting yourself ready to present yourself to the world. And when you're ready, you know, you're already this person you always wanted to be. You're already opening up into the world. So I say, you know, just like try to be outgoing, you know. I would say to find, if you really have trouble like finding people who are okay, who, you know, aren't judgmental with your situation, you know, I would get involved with maybe a local LGBTQ, I guess is the current acronym. I would get involved in like one of those clubs or what's the other, it's not like a club, it's just like, you know, get involved in the community, you know, go to different events they have or meetings. If you don't have one of those, I would also suggest, if you are kind of not really an outgoing person and that's really hard for you, get on forums and stuff online, get into chat rooms. I mean, people are going to be honest, they're going to be more upfront with their rudeness if they are shitty people, but you'll also find really honest and awesome people. So that's my suggestion to you. I can't spend forever on every question, but that's the general gist of that. Should I start wearing sports bras at first or regular bras? I'd say, you know, a sports bra is fine, because you don't really have a lot of breast tissue. I mean, I still don't have a lot of breast tissue, but and it would get you. It's kind of like a training bra, honestly. Actually, if you can get a training bra, that would probably be better, because a sports bra is going to push you down a little bit more, and when you start to get more stuff, you want to like support it. You don't want to just push it down, you know, back to flat. So I would say try and get a training bra if you can, or, you know, something that basically just covers up your nipples, because you know, those are usually the things that first start changing. Yeah, you know, if you don't have, like, if you're pretty flat chested, don't get something with a whole lot of padding, because that's going to look really weird. Like, even now, sometimes I feel weird because I feel like my breasts don't look like normal because I have like padding in the, but I don't know, no one's ever really said anything. So yeah, yes, get like a training bra. I'd say more than a sports bra, or something with not too much padding, but you'll grow into it and eventually it'll be good. Yeah. What are some unique ways to tell others that I'm transgender? You know, this is, again, I mean, this is going to be different for each person. I would say, if you're trying to like let a person know, first of all, if you pass well enough that they don't know, then maybe you don't need to tell them. But if it is like, you know, someone you're kind of interested in romantically, or it's like a friend you really want to kind of, you know, fill in with, you know, about your life, a unique way. I mean, I guess you could, I mean, just honestly, like a real heart-to-heart conversation, I think, is the best way to go with it. You know, but if you want to kind of feel out the waters before you go diving into it, I would say maybe bring up the topic of, hold on, my computer's about to die. Hold on. I'm still thinking about your question. And you see, if I would edit my videos, I could just, like, you know, edit this part out, but I don't. So, but it's like we're here, actually hanging out. My God, I'm so pale right now. It's probably because I'm wearing this white shirt. My face is so ghostly right now. Okay, so, good, we're good to go. What was I saying? Unique ways to let them know. Maybe bring up like a tangent topic kind of about gender, just to see how they feel about it. Because if they're like, oh gosh, transgender people, they're fucking nutso, they're like awful, I hope they burn in hell, then maybe you don't really want to tell them. But if it is a friend who's not going to judge, you know, just, I would start with like, hey, what do you think of Chaz Bono? I don't know, what, like, how do you feel about this, that, and the other thing? And kind of ease them into that conversation. Or if you're really close to them, you know, maybe bring up your past and your struggles and why you decided to do what you know, to transition. Once you've done it at least like once, it just gets easier each time, I would say, because I mean, it really depends where you live and your support system, but once you kind of you've built like a stable like base, like support system, it's a lot easier to let people know if you want people to know, because you're not worried about so much rejection. It's tough, but that's my suggestion, I guess. I mean, if you want like a unique creative way, maybe like throw a paper plane with a note in it at them. Maybe like, I don't know, have a little like package, like a little wrapped up gift, and they open it up and there's a note that's like, I have a penis. I don't know. I wouldn't do that personally. Okay. How can I find out which stores near me are trans friendly that I can shop in before I go? Where can I find trendy but comfortable panties to wear if I'm kind of on the plus size? And what are some good ways to find out if employers are trans friendly before I start to apply there? So with the whole store thing, honestly, no, like wherever you go, like if the employees are being judgmental or harassing you, that's grounds to get them in trouble. I mean, I guess it really does depend where you live though, because some places don't protect, you know, gender identity or your rights and all that. I would say whenever you decide to go shopping, try to take a friend with you. Because then at least you have someone there who will kind of like shield, you know, any kind of negativity from other, you know, the employee, because they can't just target you because your friend's there. You know, but like obviously bigger like chain companies, you know, like JCPenney or Target, you're gonna have an easier time there because they deal with so many kinds of people, and they're so big that they're not gonna, you know, they have a protocol, and that you're not gonna get as much judgment from them, I don't think. But if it is like a smaller, like mom and pop kind of shop, you know, like or a little boutique, and if it's ran by someone who, you know, is very judgmental, I don't feel those businesses usually don't last very long. I mean, that could just be where I'm from, you know. It's like if you get a reputation for being shitty and judgmental, like nobody really wants to shop there because they don't want to be associated with that. But I would say take a friend. That's my suggestion. Or if they give you shit, just like, I don't know, like, yeah, take a friend. Trendy but comfortable panties. See, this is a good question. Like, I really do have a problem finding panties because, you know, it's like, they can be, you know, super cute, but they're not always going to be very supportive where you need them to be supportive, if you know what I mean. So, I might have to make, like, a couple of videos with this, honestly, because I have a lot of questions. I mean, that's fine. I'll stop this at the 20-minute mark if we get to that. We will get to that. I would look up, if you really want, like, something that's going to support and be cute, for the most part, or be sexy, I would look up, like, cross-dressing websites. I think I've seen recently that there's like a brand out there that's specifically for trans women, and it like makes cute, pretty, like comfy kind of, you know, Victoria's Secret or Aerie kind of style stuff. And I like a gaffs are really good. They make them, you know, silky, and they look good. They look like thongs, and they wear like thongs. So that would be my suggestion. For being plus size, you're just gonna have to amp up the size. That's all there is to that. Yeah. What was the other question with this? Good ways to find out if employers are trans friendly. Ask them. I mean, straight up, just like ask them. Be like, "Hi, I'm looking for a job. Are you guys trans friendly? You know, like I'm transgender." Or you could say that you're asking for a friend. You could do that. You could say, "I'm asking for a friend, and she wants to know if, you know, you guys are okay with the whole transgender thing." And they'll be honest. I mean, if they have a problem with you, they're obviously going to not be like, "Oh yeah, we're fine with that." Because if they don't want you to apply, then they're going to let you know, like, "Oh yeah, we're fine, but we're not hiring." So, or, you know, something like that. So there's that answer. I was wondering, what are some basic clothes I need to add once I start to come out as full-time? Basic clothes. Well, you'll definitely want underwear that's going to support you and hold your tuck and all that. You're going to want either like a training bra or like a normal kind of bra. You're going to want a couple pairs of jeans. Jeans are pretty basic, and you're going to want ones that are going to fit you. And starting out, here's the thing. When you start out, your jeans are not going to fit you the same way 6 months from that point. And then another 6 months from that point, because your body is going to change with hormones and all that. So, yeah, get a couple pairs of jeans. I would literally stick with basics for a while, and then slowly kind of build up your, I was about to say portfolio, but not your portfolio, your wardrobe, with accent kind of pieces, or like, you know, you have your basic t-shirts, and then if you find a really cool graphic one, grab that. But yeah, I would get some blouses, you know, just like cute, like button-up shirts too. I would definitely get a dress, because you know you want to wear a dress at least once to see how you look in it. I would get a dress or two. Get tights, like opaque black tights. Those are good. Get some flats, like shoes. Maybe get a pair of heels. What are some more basics? Get some fitted t-shirts, definitely. Like, and anything that's gonna like emphasize your waist. So, I mean, we generally have longer torsos. So, get something that has a longer fit and that's fitted, and maybe that has like a V-neck, or that's kind of ruched here to kind of give the illusion of a fuller bust. You know, cute jacket, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I want to give you like a straight answer of like, here's the things you need. But I mean, pants, shirts, a dress or two, maybe like a little black dress, like for a formal occasion. I would stay away from trendy like things that are in right now, because you know you're not going to fit them later, and you know they might not look cute in a few months. And if you're not used to women's fashion or fashion and stuff in general, you can draw more attention to yourself if you're looking a hot mess, or if you're not wearing something right. And I mean, you learn with time and with what fits you and what looks good on you and the kind of style you're attracted to. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. You know, I have videos, if you haven't seen them, that kind of talk about how to dress, you know, when you're transgender, or what kind of undergarments you need and all that kind of stuff, and dressing for your body type. So definitely go look at those. Maybe I'll link those in the description box below. If I don't, I'm sorry, just look for them. But they're under my Transition 101 series that I did a while ago. But yeah, I'll try and link that. I'll try to remember to link that. So yeah, and I probably have time for one more question before I make a new video to finish them, or to part 2, just part 2. I don't know if there will be a part 3, but we'll see. Should I basically get... Oh, this was with that last question. Should I basically get basic clothing styles such as jeans, slacks, dresses, skirts, tops, blouses, undershirts, camisoles, bras, and panties, and multiply them by, say, 5 or 7? That's basically what I said. Yeah, I wouldn't buy everything at once. I would get, like, you know, yeah, I would get pants and, you know, a couple pants, a dress or a skirt or two, you know, a couple blouses that you can mix and match anything with. Camisoles, bras, yeah. Yes. I'm currently stuck between genders. I know. I've been there, girl. Male to female. And I'm to a point where I'm basically only boy mode at work. Can you suggest a hairstyle that I can use as a male and in a female style? I do hope to grow my hair out. Start growing your hair out. And there's going to be really awkward periods of growth, generally like right here, and like right here is going to be awkward, and then if you're trying to get your hair like really long, it's going to be like awkward here, and like it's super annoying, and sometimes you cannot really find a way to like wear your hair at those lengths. So but some good kind of like general androgynous, or like what's the word, like, you know, it's like male and female kind of style. If you can get like side bangs, like everybody, if you have longish hair, everybody wears those. Get your hair layered. Definitely get your hair layered. Get it shaped up some kind of way, because if it's all one length, it might look kind of weird, or it's just not really flattering to your face usually. So get your hair layered. Also, go see a hairstylist and hear what she has to say, because really your haircut a haircut that is best for you is going to it's going to complement your face shape. You know, your hair color is going to complement your skin tone and your natural pigmentation. Yeah, and as you start to grow your hair out, you're going to get, you know, more used to working with it and figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. And I would definitely look at YouTube tutorials like hairstyles for short hair, hairstyles for medium length hair, hairstyles for awkward, you know, growing it out stage or something like that. So yeah, grow your hair out, girl. Do it. And I made a video where I talked about my hair care stuff, but since I made that video, I've been in cosmetology school for like 6-ish months, so I've learned quite a bit about hair. And it's funny, most of the things I did talk about in that hair video, I still do, but I mean, I've grown and I know more. So maybe I should make an updated video about hair care and maybe skincare, and maybe I'll do a makeup tutorial. I mean, if you guys want that, let me know. Okay, I'm going to end this as part 1, and I'll see you in part 2.